Welcome back, my fellow co-defendants, to the official MAP Technologies podcast. Where we pod and cast different stuff. And as you see, we have a new face.
But I am Jay Infinity, aka Mr.
For the people watching on YouTube, obviously you see no difference.
Yes, of course. But welcome to the fold. This is the mysterious voice that you guys been hearing off camera.
Yeah, I have a body and everything.
Yeah, he does. It's not. It wasn't God, believe it or not. It was GB. And GB, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jason.
Yeah.
Or as some people refer to me, Dark Horse.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing gamer tags, right?
Yeah. And to my right?
It is Charm City Champ, one of the best casters of pods.
Yes, and the champions of all cities.
With Charm.
With Charm, yes. yes. Yeah. Welcome back. So what do we have going on? What's new in the phone?
That's another one.
This is Pen.
So we're getting dangerously close to the launch of 2 next-gen consoles.
Exceedingly close.
The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S.
Yes. We are a couple weeks away.
We are.
Yeah.
November 10th for the Xbox and 12th for the PlayStation.
Yes.
Nice.
And I have not succeeded in getting anything. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the N64
So you were so promising.
sequel.
Yeah.
The
Something.
N128.
Yeah.
N65, maybe.
But
I don't know.
which is cool, but we'll get into it while
Right.
yes,
Yeah, that's further down the road.
Right.
But let's do things in order.
Okay.
By talking about redactions.
Redactions.
We don't have any because we didn't do a show last week.
Yeah.
Totally didn't happen.
Literally the perfect week.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Unless you count the goof ups we did during that Among Us stream.
Which were good goof ups.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was a little bit oblivious. Like I said, I played it a few times before, but I got the hang of it. And when I was the killer?
imposter.
The imposter, yes. I didn't know until I walked past somebody and it was like, murder him. I was like, well,
The best is when someone they haven't played it yet, and they'll type in, they'll be like, "Why is my name red?"
Ooh, emergency
voted,
meeting.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch the $10,000 Among Us tournament last night?
No.
Wow.
Well, it happened.
We missed that. They're giving out $10,000 for Among Us now?
I mean, it was like a bunch of well-known streamers and YouTubers and stuff.
Oh, it was like a charity stream.
No, it was not charity. They won money.
Wow.
Oh.
But it was, some sponsor put up the money and they wanted names to stream it. And
And I'm pretty sure there's some FGC guy like, yeah, I won Evo and I didn't win that.
How the hell do you competitively play?
Among
it
Us.
was intense.
Huh.
We'll have to
Yeah.
look at that. We're looking at that.
I mean, I'm pretty good at lying.
So-
So.
It's not about being good at lying. It's about convincing people to listen to you.
Yeah.
That's like the most important thing.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, man.
No redactions. Among Us, $10,000 tournament, 2020. What else is new?
I chose the wrong career.
Yeah, evidently.
I hear you.
Depression. That is what's next. Next up is what are we playing?
What are we playing? I'm still dabbling in Among Us. My daughter is trying to get me to play Roblox.
Okay.
All right.
I'm lost, of course.
Well, yeah.
Lost, of course. But on the other hand, I've convinced her to try World of Warcraft.
Ooh. One of these is more dangerous than the others.
Roblox is the more dangerous. Absolutely. Do not get this twisted in any sort of...
Both of them will make you spend all your money. So
You better get her on that gold farming.
Yeah. Right.
Gotta pay for the
Lock her in the-
subscription.
just lock her in the basement. Did you get that mount? No, try harder.
Level of druid.
Yeah.
I already have 5.
Yeah, that's about it. I haven't deviated from anything. I'm waiting for couple new games that will be on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, but as of right now, that's just what I'm playing. I'm thinking about, we were just talking about Borderlands. I'm thinking about getting back into that. But other than that, that's about it.
to piggyback off of Roblox, my son used to play it. Now he's 12 and now he's like too mature for Roblox. But Roblox actually, don't be fooled by the graphic presentation. The game's actually pretty deep.
And I've seen my nephews play it. They played it a little bit. And the sub games that are in, he was playing Among Us in Roblox. And I was like, this is pretty cool. And I've seen Grand Theft Auto type of thing. So there's a lot to it, but I think I'm just getting into buying my house and making my girl look pretty because I have to have a girl. I have to be a hot chick with my daughter. So
Yeah.
don't hate, celebrate.
Whatever works.
Yeah. What about you, JB? What you playing?
I play still playing some WoW.
Okay.
I'm doing, I AFK in my one spot, get my one mount. I'm on, I think, like 475 kills now.
Yes.
Still don't have it.
So if you're wondering, you heard that correctly. He's killed an enemy 475 times to get this one mount that he has not
I
received.
still don't have it.
He still don't have it.
And then, I played NHL Blades of Steel 99,
Okay.
which is not good. You guys should not play that.
So quick plug real quick, not to go off too much, but JB is playing every Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah, I'm beating them all.
He's beating them all. Yes,
beating
not
them.
only is he's playing them and beating them, and he's doing them, thank God, in
Chronological order.
chronological,
So
not,
release date.
not alphabetical, because when you
There
get to those,
are still some sections though where I play like 3 or 4 sports games in a row.
yeah,
Because out of 296 games, 75 of them are sports games.
bless your soul.
And that's if you don't count wrestling games as sports games.
At
I
least
count them as fighting games.
Yeah, the wrestling games on the 64 at least were very good.
They're very
yeah.
well.
The THQ.
The ones you
ones.
know,
Yeah.
the ones
ECW,
you know
yeah,
are very
I think, was
good.
ECW on 64?
There is an ECW game.
I think that's pretty hard.
I think there was a TNA.
WWF Attitude was bad. WCW Nitro was bad.
But Nitro. Oh, I forgot Nitro.
Even World Tour is not great when you stack it up against
but
Revenge and
WrestleMania 2000 was good and No Mercy.
No Mercy.
Yeah,
Those are-
were-
those are goats.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the game I'm currently on is NBA In the Zone 99, which is garbage. Oh my! Like I haven't been that mad playing a game in a long time.
But that did it.
Yeah, and again, the extra salt in the wound is I'm playing as the Knicks, and I keep losing to Reggie Miller hitting a 3 at the buzzer, and it's like,
what do you do?
dude, I don't know. I'll figure it out though.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, that's what we're playing.
It's nice to play on a console where you can actually like slam your controller against shit and not break it.
Well, no, because I don't want to break my desk.
You literally, you can get attempted murder. You throw that thing in.
My brother's already broke my desk once, moving it, and I've like Frankensteined it back together.
Oh, so you did get it back together.
Yeah,
Okay.
The whole left side.
I remember.
I just
yeah.
like put some 2x4s in it.
All right.
It's not pretty.
But it works, and that's all that matters.
No one has to see that part. It's fine.
So me,
Yeah.
I am playing. I'm playing a lot, but I'm gonna talk about 2 games.
Okay.
One is a free to play called Rogue Company.
Yes.
I've definitely seen things for it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's free to play now. So it was advertised before it came out as free to play, but then it released 2 months early with a founders pack. So if you wanted to play this free to play game early, you was biting in a bit.
Yeah.
You had about a $30 version.
Of
I
course.
mean, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah, it is.
I
Honestly.
mean, really, anyone that if you're releasing a free game, just release it early for money.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I wasn't expecting too much from it because it looks like one of those games that is really trying to copy off Overwatch with the whole hero-based team shooter and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool. The shooting is very tight. The characters are very unmemorable. Like, there's no maze in there, obviously. Like, there's just a bunch of, like, there's a stereotypical Russian, there's a stereotypical Asian woman.
I drink
So
vodka.
it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out. The
Literally,
shooter.
Yeah.
just with a shooter. But the shooting is fun.
Okay.
And so the one interesting thing, because these games always have one thing that they try to use to separate it from. So it's separated in rounds. So you jump into like a team deathmatch or a team like capture the flag, something like that, and you earn money during that round based on how you perform, and that money you use to upgrade your loadout.
So kind of like Counter-Strike-esque?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, other games do similar things. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Counter-Strike is probably
That's the one that people know the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do like it for that. I played it first on Switch, and then I do not like the Switch controller to play shooters.
Yeah, the Switch can.
Yeah, well,
Switch
yeah,
isn't-
because you said you don't have.
I use the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, use the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
That's rough. I mean,
Yeah.
really, like,
I
shouldn't
have-
use those for basically anything.
I have
Except playing
man-
Mario.
I have man hands for those of you that are listening.
Pro controller.
I'll get one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, drop that $80.
I
I mean,
But-
you could get a cheaper one, but
later downloaded on the one, and it's perfectly competent.
okay.
I'm enjoying it. If you like team-based shooters, and you're looking for something to play for free, definitely download Rogue
Yeah,
Company.
for free, not the Founders Pack.
Do not, please. Do not. So,
I mean, can you even get that now? Or
Yeah.
can you be a founder?
I'm pretty sure they still offer it just
Yeah.
because. Yeah.
so the free version, you only get 4 characters.
Oh, okay.
And you can unlock the other characters for free if you grind, but you really got to grind. So there's 2 economies, one you earn by playing well and one you earn with real money.
Go figure. Never heard of this before.
And like buying a character is either you pay $5 or you have to win like 30 times for one character.
Which I
Yeah.
would not. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if you could just drop $20 and unlock all the Smash characters instead of me sitting here for however many hours, I have a feeling you'd do it.
That's why I keep inviting you over.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, why don't you want some Smash?
Like, come on, Nintendo, get it together.
Yeah.
We done.
I mean, I bought the.
I mean, remember when you had to unlock characters in fighting games?
Yeah,
Like, you just don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Nintendo's like, yeah, you do.
I mean, it was fun when the first Smash Brothers had 8 people.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not.
When you got 72 or
But I mean, that was a thing in like all fighting games for a long time.
where you just had
You
to
had to,
unlock.
you had to
yeah.
unlock,
Mhm.
and some of those unlocks were hard.
Yeah.
But I guess it was almost incentive to play the game. Like Mortal
Right.
Kombat had the secrets, which
Yeah.
made you because you wanted to play the game
The
to see the
crypt.
secrets.
Mhm.
Yeah, the crypt and all
Good,
that
the
other
crypt.
stuff. Now you could just
Now you unlock
Bye.
people with money.
yeah.
Yeah.
EA Sports is like doing some dance. Unlock it.
The other game I'm playing, actually, now that I think about it, is free to play as well.
Okay, you free
It is.
up.
I am like broke. buddy. Is Super Mario Bros. 35.
Oh,
That's out.
It is
Yeah.
out.
Crap.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get it.
Yeah, it's really fun. So for those of you that don't know, Super Mario Bros. 35, Nintendo released it earlier this week for free to celebrate Mario's 35th anniversary, and it is a Mario Bros. Battle Royale, which is a phrase that I thought.
Would never come to fruition,
so,
but
so
here
I want to say last year, somebody made one.
Yeah.
Made a Mario Battle
Oh,
Royale.
I remember now.
So this was like a total third party thing, and
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it got. I'm guessing it got shut
It
down.
did. It
Yeah.
definitely did.
But
mean-
a bunch of like the Mario, like popular Mario streamers were playing it,
Mhm.
and yeah, it looked really fun. So
we are.
Nintendo.
Go figure. Nintendo's told someone to stop.
And then stole their idea.
I mean,
stop
to
that.
Be fair,
Hold up.
a lot of times Nintendo does that. It's
Mhm.
because they're already making it.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like AM2R, they shut that down, and the next year they released Metroid
Yeah.
2 remake.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
they were working on it.
So now that you mention that, I do remember that. So everybody was all on the screen at the same time,
Yeah.
and that thing was hectic.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Okay.
It is
But-
not like that.
It's not
so-
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so 35, everybody gets their own screen.
Mm.
It looks a lot, if you're familiar with Tetris 99,
Tetris 99,
Okay.
it looks a lot like that. So 35 people play through their own version of Mario 1. Every time you kill an enemy, you send that enemy to somebody else's game. And you can target people based on whether they are attacking you or if they're the closest one to dying, stuff like that. So the last person to survive wins.
Okay. All right. I wouldn't mind giving a take of just 35 Mario people just on one board, just complete utter mayhem. man. Just-
So I'm liking it, but I can see now that it's probably going to get old after a while. And here's why. The games don't play in order. The levels don't play in order. So they're random. But- They don't. Right now, I've only played through 1-1, maybe all the way up to maybe 3 something.
any water boards on it?
Huh?
Water boards?
Unfortunately.
Oh,
yes.
God. Gee.
But no, so here's the fun part. So I like going to the water boards because if somebody is like on 1-1 and then a fucking cheap comes out of
Yeah,
nowhere,
yeah.
that's
Fish
hilarious.
fire.
Yeah. Freaking squid thing. Like,
Alright,
it's
alright.
hilarious.
That's
to
pretty
me.
funny.
Oh, that's cool that
Yeah.
they do that. Like,
Mhm.
they'll put a squid on. Okay. all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's only available.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna add, like, because right now it's only Super Mario Bros. Right?
Yeah.
So eventually they'll add Mario 2.
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
fun.
Mario
that would be
like
cool.
if they want to like keep it going, because you're right. Otherwise, it's probably
It's
gonna
gonna-
get stale.
Yeah.
Um,
Super Mario World, so on and so forth. That would
Yeah.
be cool.
So this game, as of now, is only going to be available to play until March of 2021. Then they're going to
Oh.
take it out of the stores. It will no longer be playable.
Oh, wow.
So you can't even play it. Like, even if you,
Even if you
download
have it downloaded, you will not be able to play it.
So that's when they're gonna upgrade it.
Unless their verbiage is wrong. Unless their verbiage is completely wrong.
Huh.
That's what I'm taking from
it.
it.
Damn,
Dang.
Daniel. Back out again with my thoughts. All right.
So, yep,
That's what we're playing.
that is what we're
All right.
playing.
GG's, everybody. G
Mm.
freaking
You guys
G's.
want to trade?
I am okay. Well, let me know when you get to like the Did you play the?
I am 2 games away from Smash Brothers,
Ooh.
which will be all of 5 minutes long.
So how are you? Not
the
to get
game.
off track. So
Get the credits.
okay.
Okay.
That's most games is just get to the
So
credits.
just one time.
Yeah.
Go through with one character. Damn, that sucks.
So
Yeah.
for those that
I'll play the game more.
Well, yeah.
But that's all it takes.
so for those that don't know, JB is really good at 64 Smash.
Yeah, I play that one a lot.
Yeah, he plays it a little bit. He was running a little group here at the shop. Which,
Yeah, we had tournaments and everything.
He's gonna start it back up.
Yeah,
whether
maybe
he wants
someday.
to. Yeah.
The new
So-
location.
So if you think you're good at Smash 64, I'm
You're
telling
not.
you, you are not. You are not, and I have money to back it up that you are
That's like every game. Then.
not. Yeah.
I beat all my friends.
Yeah,
All right, well,
yeah.
your friends suck.
Yeah, we get that all the time. Those guys be in other stores, and I'd be like, "Come on down if you're good at Tekken." They'll come in, and they'll never come back again. And like someone like that, the FGC would consider as being sucky would beat him, and I was like, "Yeah, he's considered not good." And he'll be like, "All right, I think my grandmom died. I'm gonna go check on her."
That guy beat me. He's not even looking at the TV.
Yeah. What we got next, good sir?
Next up is the news.
The news. News has been jam-packed ever since we started this podcast.
Yeah.
It's always been something,
They knew.
yeah, it's just news. It's just every day something happens with gaming. So what we got?
Yeah, so this week, I don't want to go like super biased, but it seemed like a lot of PlayStation news came out this week. So, whatever. It is what it is. I do like Xbox and Nintendo too. Don't get
Steve.
Oh man, I didn't even. Damn,
It's all right.
I didn't even put it.
I got you.
You
All
did
right.
get me.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Whatever.
Yeah. We got
Not
Steve.
totally not important. Let's talk first about the PlayStation 5 teardown video. It officially released. What would be earlier today?
Yeah. Yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
You got it now.
Whatever. But so people were demanding this official teardown of the PlayStation because I guess, I don't know, pictures of YouTubers turning them on is not good enough.
Yeah, they wanted to see what was inside, and somebody cracked one open.
Yeah.
And,
Well, a Sony engineer officially did a video on PlayStation's channel.
not Dante in the back in his
It
house.
was.
Yeah. Get this crowbar, bam. Oh,
And I was just so shocked. The big takeaway for me was that this thing is like dedicated to keeping that motherboard cool.
yeah. The jokingly, the fan was the size of Tony Stark's chest thing. Like he's holding it, and it's like a heart. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
Damn.
that thing is gigantic,
Yeah.
and the heat sink is literally as wide as
It's
the
a
Simpsons
literal
themselves.
home radiator inside one of those old radiators.
It's funny because when you said that, the 64 is the same way. The heat spreader
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
the entire width of the console.
Mhm.
It's huge.
Yeah, so it's funny that the big takeaway that Sony and Microsoft got from this generation of consoles was that people don't like their consoles to sound like jet engines when
Yeah.
they're trying to run Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Some of those games, some of those games push those systems in there. They were like, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, push this 30 frame. Get these 30 frames out. So,
Yeah. So yeah, everything from the gigantic heatsink to the
Mhm.
gigantic fan to the entire rear of the PlayStation 5 being a vent.
Yeah.
Looks like all of it's just dedicated to keeping that thing cool.
Yeah. Be cool. How you be cool.
Next gen is gonna have liquid cooling and all
Yes.
the consoles. I mean, honestly, they might have to. Like,
I'm just waiting for that that version of the next gen consoles with the douchey neon lighting.
Already comes in it. LEDs already in it.
PlayStation 5 RGB mode, RGB edition.
So going from the inside of the PlayStation 5 to how the controllers are going to work, Japan's pissed.
Yes. They're swapping those buttons up.
Yeah, so for anybody who is from Japan or anybody who is in America and illegally has been playing imported games, but Japan, the way America and the rest of the world use the X button as the confirm button, Japan have been using the circle button.
Yes.
And it's for a reason, because in the Japanese culture, the circle button is the accepted yes, the
Right.
equivalent of yes.
Yes.
And the X,
Is no.
obvious. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you say it like that, it makes sense.
Right.
Right.
But I guess Sony finally was like, you're going to have to join the rest of the world. X is your confirm button. And Japanese people A lot of them don't like it.
Communism.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
X is no, and circle it's an O on. Like
Yeah.
what?
My only guess for why Sony decided to do that for the rest of the world is because that's where the A button is on like the Nintendo, like at the time the 64. I think the A is right there.
So the on like go back to like the A button's the bottom.
Yes.
Button.
Right.
And the Super Nintendo, I think, is right
Super
there too.
Nintendo's that's the B button, and A is to the right.
Right.
And yeah, B was always back or cancel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A was always confirm.
After starting select button, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
After insert coin.
yeah.
So I'm assuming my only guess for why they're doing this is they're probably going to. I don't think I've read the announcement yet, but they're probably going to follow Microsoft and make the PS5 region free,
Which would make sense.
and this would make that easier.
Yeah. Wait, because everything is one thing. They don't have to swap that. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Series X, S, and the Switch already is region free. So it would make sense that the PlayStation 5 is going
Switch.
to be.
I don't think I knew that about the Switch.
Yeah, I totally have a Japanese account on my Switch.
Come get him, Miyamoto. Personally, come get him.
I've already been playing Persona 5 Scramble and not knowing what the hell is happening.
But you just having the ball.
Yeah.
This is great.
I can't read anything.
Yeah.
But I like the colors.
You better call Sherm so he can help you.
Yeah. Lastly, for the PlayStation 5, they have made a complete 180 on not backwards compatibility, but the free upgrades.
Yes. Yeah. So if you guys remember, they were like, we will not do any upgrades for any games that you get current gen. So if you bought NBA 2K21 on the PlayStation 4, you're going to have to pay for it all over again on PlayStation 5. And they said, psych! Yeah. So what are they? Do you have the list of games?
I don't have the list,
Okay,
but,
but it's
it's outside of the few Sony exclusives that are on this list. It's pretty much comparable to the Series X's list.
Okay.
So Borderlands 3, Doom Eternal, Watchdog Legions.
Valhalla.
Yes, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay.
If it is third party and it's smart delivery on the Series X, it looks like it will be the same deal for PS5.
So there you go. A little
Nice.
bit of backpedaling on Sony's end to try to make up for the
Right.
crazy talk.
Yeah, also making up for people just not having money right now.
Yeah, come
Like,
on, man. Be cool.
I mean, there's always. I mean, the last talk was when the PlayStation 5 and Xbox came out was once you get a game and put it in, it would just be for that system, and people freaking out over that, and there's always some sort of freak out your system.
It's funny to me because the Sony ponies, for lack of a better term, they always like to tackle the other console manufacturers for doing these ideas, and then Sony does the same idea, and they're like, oh. Like smart delivery was such a stupid idea, and now PlayStation doing it, and now
It's okay. It's fine.
backwards compatibility when Sony was like they're not doing it. Oh, nobody wants to play old games, and then Sony decided to do it.
Well, I like playing my old games.
Just
oh wait, basically everybody does.
Yeah.
right, come on.
Like,
I don't want to have like 80 system consoles under my TV.
Yeah.
If one box and play them all. By all means.
Too much like right.
Just to clarify, I am not playing favorites. I like everything. Everything. Except I don't play games on PC.
This dude was streaming
So
Hello
it's
Kitty
like,
Island
they
Adventure the
won't
other
be getting
day.
that sponsorship.
Lastly, I guess we need to squeeze in some Xbox news.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll do that. Oh, and I guess we gotta talk about that Switch thing too. But we'll get to that.
All right.
But
A little bit of everything.
the ESRB rating leaked for 2 Bethesda remaster collections.
Mhm.
The Wolfenstein collection and what they are calling the Arcane collection. The Arcane collection includes Dishonored 1, 2, a third Dishonored which I've never heard of.
There's a Dishonored.
It's not officially Dishonored 3. Dishonored 2
Dishonored
looked like
3,
they
the
had some.
dishonoring.
Now you're Dishonored.
Dishonor them.
Dishonored 2 I guess had some standalone DLC.
And they put one with all the DLC.
Yes.
So it's just like.
So
one big
it's
okay.
Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2, that standalone DLC, and Prey will be on one collection.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Prey.
other one, Prey, the remade Prey, not Prey on the Xbox 360. And the Wolfenstein collection, which is Wolfenstein 1, Wolfenstein 2, Wolfenstein the co-op one,
and I'm pretty sure the DLC and everything.
in the standalone DLC for 2.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was big news. But what is the bigger news is that the ESRB only rated them for the Xbox Series X and S,
So,
which would imply that it is not coming out on the 5.
unless maybe it's time and they didn't say. So, I mean, that if it is exclusive, that almost makes me wonder if a new Skyrim or something of that caliber comes out. Is that just going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC? Because
PC.
And yeah, they won't be able to put it on the next 5 PlayStations and the next 5 Switches.
I don't see what the big deal is. Sony's been doing it for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Even with the stuff that they didn't own, like the getting exclusivity to like Final Fantasy VII Remake or
Yeah.
exclusivity to like, they've been doing it for a while.
Why not?
Whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Whatever.
I haven't
You
played,
can.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you can and it's going to work for you,
Yeah.
they're going to do it.
I haven't played I'm waiting for all the Final Fantasies to come out, but I've played, the Skyrims, and I'm pretty sure if a new one comes out, I'll get it on. Because at some point in time, I'll have all of the systems there. I'll get it on the Xbox. Okay. Philly. You got me.
I won't. I'll come here and play it.
Yes, well, Switch stuff. So we got the PlayStation.
Lastly, so
Got
they announced the new character for Smash.
They did, and
Did.
they did. And to my dismay, it was not Bob Dole or Harriet Tubman like I thought it would
Or
be.
Shadow Man.
Yeah, or Shadow Man.
Oh, that would have been a deep cut.
It
Or
was
Kratos.
the Minecraft dudes.
Steve. Minecraft Steve. Who
Minecraft-
I didn't realize that they had names.
Yeah, and
Steve
I
and
guess.
Alex, yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Mhm.
And there's like a zombie and a creeper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did know the Creeper. I knew like the enemies had names, but I never knew like the people had names. So Steve,
Mhm.
But yeah,
little.
the presentation was hilarious. I don't know if you watched
Yeah.
it. And Sakurai is just like, people come up to me with ideas, and I say, no, we can't do that. He's like, but then they keep coming up to me, and eventually I say yes.
Please let Sakurai rest.
Yeah.
But Steve looks kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
He's in his Minecraft form.
he might be broken.
Oh.
Like, you can build walls.
Yeah, that's the part that's like, how is that going to work?
So like somebody's recovering, and you're just like, no, and you build a wall.
Literally.
That's it.
Yeah, he literally said that they had to rebalance all the maps so you could be able to build no matter where you are on the map.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not about rebalancing them. It's about adding in that code
Yes.
so that you can do it. Like that's the thing. Like when you have something like that, like all the programmers are just like,
Literally changing the game, yeah.
don't you do it.
So
There's like 1 billion stages here.
So to get deeper into the weeds, so yeah, Nintendo had a very short direct where they announced that Steve, Alex, these Minecraft Zombie, and the Minecraft Creeper are all going to be one character.
Yeah, it's all one character.
Yeah.
They all play the same. I'm sure they have the same hurt boxes
Mhm.
and
Different
everything. It's
skins
just
for the most part, okay.
skins.
And there will be a Mii costumes for the pig from Minecraft and
Kirby?
no. Minecraft characters.
Oh,
yeah.
Kirby's
I
not
can't
Minecraft?
It's the pig from Minecraft, and there's another thing from Minecraft that is
Right.
escaping.
But they also added a Mii costume for Bomberman,
Yeah.
which was a just soul crushing blow to a lot of Bomberman fans that have been holding out hope that Bomberman would get added to Smash.
Yeah, that would be very sensible.
But now he's a Mii costume.
Finding
Yeah.
out that the character that you want is going to be a Mii costume is very, because like they also announced Travis Touchdown.
Yes,
And
that was
killed
the other
me.
one. That was the other one.
Who?
Travis Touchdown for No More Heroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suda51 is going to strike down on you with vengeance and
I don't know,
fury.
I
man.
like
What's
that game.
worse,
What was
though?
the one game we had to play? We had the swing in his
Swing.
Yeah, he had the,
That's No More Heroes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I like you. I like that game.
Now, what's
Yeah.
worse though? Your favorite character becoming a Mii costume, or your favorite character becoming an assist trophy?
Oh, I was about to say that. Oh my god. Like,
Waluigi.
yeah, I was about to say Waluigi crushed a lot of people.
Yeah, that's rough. Apparently, so I don't know if this is confirmed or not,
Mhm.
but I like the original voice actor or someone that does Waluigi died.
Oh.
Something happened,
I think
and
you're
they're
correct.
like not using him in a lot of games.
Oh.
I hope this isn't in a redaction next week.
It
But,
will-
that'll be like the biggest one.
yeah,
I think.
I don't know if that's totally.
This will be the
what
first one we
happened.
killed somebody.
But outside of like
Comments,
Mario
"I'm still
Kart and
alive."
Mario Party, he's just like not in things.
Huh.
I guess you're right.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'll be intriguing. I need to look up that would explain a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do 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 do.
But they are so Steve, they announced Steve,
Mm-hmm.
but they're doing like a move showcase this upcoming week.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So Sakurai is going to sit down with his 4 controllers again and show people how it goes.
The interesting thing to me was that,
Or no, he already did that.
yeah, I think it did already.
Yeah, he did
happen.
that. That was something that just happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The interesting thing to me is that Steve and Alex, if you could, or anybody from Minecraft, their limbs are so short that they would be at a disadvantage. But it looks like when they punch, they would automatically have a pickaxe in
Yeah,
their hand.
they have weapons.
Yeah.
And stuff. I mean, it's like basic sword
Yeah.
character. Like they have a weapon that they use, so they don't have to reach as far.
Mm-hmm. I'm willing to try anybody. Like I said, one of my mains is freaking Mr. Game & Watch. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm willing to try anybody.
hey, it's all right. One of the best players in the world uses Game & Watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So.
Give me 2 seconds.
I have no doubt in my mind that they balanced it well. I don't think there's. Is there any Smash character that you would consider that breaks Ultimate?
No,
That's what I. Yeah.
I mean, there are some that are like might have a very polarizing like combo or something like that, like Luigi.
Yeah.
But nobody's like breaking the game.
Okay.
I know Smash for Wii U. A lot of people complained about Bayonetta.
That was bad.
You okay?
That was real bad. There was the last Evo that Wii U was in. The final 4 players, there was a Diddy Kong and 3 Bayonettas, and somebody took that the picture from Jurassic World with what's his face and the
yeah.
3 Velociraptors,
Yeah.
and it was Diddy Kong with the 3 Bayonettas. He did not win.
Needless to say,
But yeah, that was pretty bad. They should have patched that, and they just didn't release a patch for like forever in Wii U. But they've been rolling out like semi-regular patches in Ultimate, so even if
Okay.
something is like real bad,
they should
they'll
fix it.
probably fix it.
Real quick before we go to whatever we're doing next, do you have any prediction for the next character?
I honestly don't.
And
Like I really don't, because they just like come out with this stuff out of
Literally,
nowhere,
yeah.
and
Who
it's
would
like what are they gonna bring in, like some other IP?
Mm-hmm.
Like I honestly don't know, and it could be another Pokemon.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like say that's like a safe bet
Mm-hmm.
is like another Pokemon. Some people thought they were gonna get Crash. What? Didn't PlayStation like just what? I would like to see another fighting game character.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think that would be really cool.
Which fighting game character? Anyone in particular?
Like anyone, someone from Tekken, someone
that
from
was thinking
like
someone from
oh,
Tekken.
that
That would be cool.
like that would be cool.
That would be cool to get Paul from Tekken. or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, a lot of people I wanted either recently got put in the game or they're a freaking me character. Like for a long time, I wanted to see Mega Man. So Mega Man was cool when I
Yeah.
seen him finally get put in.
What about SpongeBob?
I wouldn't put it past them,
I
honestly.
wouldn't put that.
Characters that I want are like Goemon from Mystical Ninja.
Ooh,
Like,
that's a
really
good
want
call.
him, and like Marina from Mischief Makers. Like I think they would
That's
actually
a
make
good one.
good characters, but
That's a good one.
those are IPs they don't use anymore. So
Yeah, I don't
there's
even
no
know
reason-
who would own that anymore.
Yeah, I mean Konami, like Mystical Ninja is Konami.
That's Konami.
Yeah,
They could put they put Snake in it already. God darn it.
Snake is already in it.
is already-
Yeah.
They could put some Overwatch people in there.
I would like to see Knights. I don't know if that's a character from the Sega game Knights.
Oh,
Is that her name?
I don't know.
Knights.
That'd be cool. Yeah, some more Sega stuff.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of got that with like, well, and no, that was
it's cheating because she can fly, I guess. So never mind.
yeah. Some Sega stuff would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh god, I wonder if they're gonna add another Sonic character.
Robotnik.
Is Knuckles already in it as like an assist?
I think he is.
Hmm. Yuck.
So yeah, hopefully not.
Anybody else? All the other Sonic characters are annoying as hell.
Yeah, nobody wants
to see Big the cat.
I know Big Cat
No, but if
is.
they add another fighting game character, hopefully it's very different
Yeah.
than the 3 that are already in there. Like, I don't want them to add like Dan. You know? Like,
Oh yeah.
like,
no,
wait,
no,
can
no.
we not have another one? If
Yeah,
you're gonna
no.
put in like a Street Fighter character, put in like Blanca.
I think
Yeah.
you
Like,
nailed
you know,
on the head,
something
yeah.
totally different.
Ooh, Blanca would be cool.
It'd be
Bronco
sick.
would be cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they just had a Dan in Street Fighter, so hopefully I don't think they'll put him in another thing. Which is bad because I like using Dan. When it got announced, Dwayne was like, "Hey, they put Dan in." I was like, "I see." I get beat up anyway. But what do we have going on? Hey, books, read about them.
Well, next is the ad break.
Ad break. Ad break.
Now we all got headphones on, so now we all suffer.
I always had headphones.
What? Huh?
What? Turn my shits up. Yeah.
Ad break. Yeah,
Ad break.
You do this. Go ahead, you
Well, we're slowly improving. We got lights.
Yeah.
We got mics.
we got
got
lights.
We
mics.
got
We
this
got mics.
floating table.
We have this.
We got
We
lights.
have this
got
whatever.
mics.
Who
We
knows
got-
what this is?
Yeah, white.
Hey.
I didn't say it.
But we are doing that thanks to our patrons who are supporting us at patreon.com/MAPGameTech.
Yes.
For the low price starting at $3 a month,
Mhm.
you can get insider stuff like exclusive streams, exclusive live content, polls, and input for content like this.
Yeah, and if you're in the Baltimore area, you can come on down and probably on the podcast too.
Hell yeah, man. So
Why
yeah.
not?
So yes, if you're in the Baltimore area, come down to 229 Park Avenue, MAP Technologies, and come down and do some game stuff. and
Chop it
shop.
up with us. Chop it up.
And if you're not, you can still shop
Yes.
at mapgametech.com.
Fix, sell, repair, trading, all electronics. We have a plethora of things in here.
Ooh, and a plethora of vocabulary. But that's it. That's the.
That's the end.
I think we paid everything,
I
right?
think, somebody
This
tell us
podcast is
again.
brought to you by us. But it could be you.
Yes, it could be you. It could be you. It could be you.
Yeah. So on to the main topic.
On to the main topic. What is the main topic?
The main topic is most anticipated next generation games.
Most anticipated next gen game. We
Yes.
are here. We are here. Next gen of gaming. Who would have thunk it?
Who would have? Yeah.
Shadowlands.
Yeah, shut up. Which got delayed.
Yeah, good. Honestly, like, it's actually really nice to see these companies coming out and saying like, we're not ready, so the game's not going to come out for a while.
Yeah.
like that's cool. Like, make it better.
Yeah.
You know,
Make it
I don't need
correct.
to play a game that's in beta for 8 months. Like,
Yeah.
just finish the game.
Yeah, and it irks my soul like when I get a console game and the game takes 40 minutes to download, and then there's this 40-minute update because they're just putting in all of the rest of this, putting in all the stuff that they didn't fix, and then you're just waiting 2 hours. Like, just fix the fucking game the first time. We won't have to go through all of this. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I just put in the cartridge and the game starts right up.
yeah.
Well, sometimes you got to take it out. You got to like clean it a little.
Yeah.
I don't think Blizzard can afford any bad PR now, anyway, right? So
Would like to believe none of them would. Everyone would just like to go and clean. Like everyone just wants to bring that stuff out and have no backlash over it. I think everybody's just tired of backlash and backpedaling and fixing and so on and so forth. So we'll see what happens with all this next gen stuff when these systems come out and these games get to coming out. If they,
I mean, the loudest people are always going to be the ones complaining.
yeah.
yeah.
So there is that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're the Switch and everybody just loves you.
So what are you most anticipating?
I got a lot of stuff. I don't know if y'all want. I don't want this to be like a Brian episode. If y'all,
Are these all things that you know are coming out that you're excited for?
yes. So
Okay.
the things that I'm going to mention, those are things I know for sure, like not rumored, definitely are coming to either the PlayStation 5 or the Series X.
Okay.
And I'll start with one that we've recently got an update on, Watchdog Legions.
So you really looking? Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, funny thing is, I hated one. I did not enjoy one. I thought it was derivative as hell, and they made a lot of promises that they didn't keep.
Agreed.
2 was better, but it was still like very a very derivative open world game that got old really quick.
And 3 seemed to be all that.
Watch Dogs Legion is just it from a tech aspect, and I've said this before on another episode. It intrigues me so much that you can literally recruit anybody, any NPC.
You just grab people.
I just can't believe it. I need to get this game so I can find out that it's not working the way they promised.
I mean, you're going to have profiles,
right?
Like, there's only going to be so many profiles, and all the people, there could be a billion of them. They're still all going to fit within 5 or 10 or however many profiles.
Agreed. Or you'll just be able to just
and that's fine.
Get a limited number. Like you can have 5 people up to your party. You can recruit any of the billion people, but you only have up to 5 in your party. And that's kind of still like you can recruit anybody.
Yeah. So they through little trickle out updates, they have been showing off the different profiles, and so it is going to work in that sense. But I would like to know a hard number of how many profiles there are. So not only are there profiles, but there's also like perks and debuffs that are going to be on each person too. So even though there are multiple beekeepers, this beekeeper might have narcolepsy, but also but also be good at handling a gun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean the game will be out for like a week,
Yeah.
and then all the like the min maxers will have everything
Yeah.
planned out. Like this is the most optimal thing
Yeah.
for this.
Right. There's
Welcome to
always
WoW.
that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And so they also this past week they Ubisoft did another update specifically for Watch Dogs Legions, where they announced December 3rd they're going to release a patch that adds multiplayer, which is like, now I'm sold.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be you can squad up with 4 people
Squad.
and just either run rec shop in the open world or do multiplayer missions, or there will be a PvP.
I was gonna say
There will be PvP. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. It looks good to
Get
me.
wrecked on.
Mike's like another game.
Right. For me to get shot in the face.
Can't wait to kill Mike.
Beastly. It's gangster. I'm not looking. I mean, I'll check it, but it's not on my. I actually don't have a lot on my radar. Actually, I'm looking for Miles Morales, Shadowlands, I guess if you consider that, and maybe the upgrade for Borderlands. Borderlands. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I actually enjoyed playing 3. I think they had 4 like different classes. I think I got 3 up to max, and I just kind of stopped, and then some DLC came out. I wouldn't mind revisiting it if I did get my hands on, the PlayStation 5, Xbox version. I'm assuming they'll upgrade it for PC.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Are they going
with
to
that.
4K upgraded or?
I would imagine they didn't lock the frame rate, so I would think on PC it could run 60 frames already, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would assume it, because I mean I could just grab it on PC now if that's the case. But
Yeah.
like I said, I'm pretty sure I'll get the home call. And most of my friends that I play with. I mean, I play with.
Is Borderlands cross-platform?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you should get on PC.
Make it cross-platform. That would be cool.
You should get on PC.
So yeah, for those of you out there that don't know, the next gen update for Borderlands 3 will include 4K 60 frames per second single player, but this one actually increases the amount of same console multiplayer from 2 to 4.
4, yes.
Yes, so you can do 4-player split screen.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. it's
Really
pretty
cool.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of, since we got JB here, very reminiscent of the 64
Play some
days.
GoldenEye.
Right, man. So yeah, I'm excited to get 3 friends over and get on some Borderlands.
Yeah, bang out Borderlands. Fun game. I mean, it's always been pretty cool since it came out. They've never deviated from it. They just
It seems like they just take the one before it and they just kind of like add a few things.
and I don't necessarily have a problem with
and
that.
that's great.
It's when they start doing crazy stuff.
That's
it's
what
when
people
you
want in a
like,
sequel.
Since you brought up this other game as well, I figured we might as well talk about it. Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Spider-Man.
All they have to do is just make the old Spider-Man with Miles Morales with new enemies.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of like new artwork though.
For sure.
Like if you're trying to like capture what they did with the with
And
the
I'm pretty
movie
sure a
and
few new
everything.
powers because Miles has electricity and he can disappear. So of course they have to work that in. But as long as they don't start deviating and doing too much crazy stuff, it's a go for me.
Yeah, I mean, we just did the best comic book games of all time, and Spider-Man for the PS4 was the top game.
Absolutely.
So
I don't foresee anything else being
honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Yeah, just do that, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So yeah, a Spider-Man with even higher resolution assets and a Miles Morales storyline. I'm already sold. I don't need it.
It's what we keep saying. Is you take the game that
Yeah.
everybody liked,
Make it better.
and you just add some stuff to it.
Yeah.
Don't completely change it.
That's why DLC is so popular.
Yeah.
It's the game you like, and they're just giving you more.
Yeah.
More game.
More game.
It's great.
But yeah, for the most part, just those three: Shadowlands, Borderlands, and Spider-Man Land. It's the same
Spider-Man,
thing.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
any other land.
Spider-Man, you messed that up. Spider-Man already rhymes with land.
Oh, yeah,
You could've just said-
But
oh,
it just wasn't the same, man, because all the lands. I wanted to be Spider-Land, man. Spider-Man Land. Old Black Blade and Fambalam.
Wild like the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to overwhelm my library. It's a whole bunch of other stuff that I think I may want, but I'm going to just stick with those.
Well, since y'all are PC guys, relatively, I guess we can all share in this one's Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, goddamn. I
Come.
forgot about to say yes.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, yes. I'm waiting for Cyberpunk as well.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu.
Keanu.
No, I don't really care one way or another
Okay.
about it. It's just like I maybe I just haven't like looked at enough stuff about it. I just don't.
I
don't
want to
really
check
care.
it. I think I remember seeing some stills about it when it first came out, and just them talking about it on the hype train. The hype train has got me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I'm
man.
ready, man.
It's one of
I'm
like
ready.
my mottos. Is don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype.
You just wait.
So everybody is so high up on this game because it's a CD Projekt Red game, and they've made arguably what a lot of people think is the greatest game of last generation, if not of all time, Witcher 3. I have an admission. I have not played Witcher 3 yet. I am going to play it because it's in the Xbox Game Pass, and I think it's going to get some new assets and a next-gen upgrade for the Series X. I will definitely jump into that when it gets that upgrade.
Okay.
I'll just watch season 2 on Netflix.
Which they just showed stills for.
I know.
Yeah, so
So, Cyberpunk is getting a lot of bad press because CD Projekt Red just revealed that they are going into crunch, quote unquote, even though earlier on
they
said
said
they
they were
weren't.
not going to
technically crunch. So
semi-crunch.
they are doing optional overtime. Everybody is now going to do a 6-day work week as opposed to the 5 that they were doing. I'm not a game developer, so
I love optional overtime. We
But-
strongly encourage.
yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
the quote exactly for the quotation, because like a boss coming to you and encourage you to do overtime, and if like 90% of you are doing the overtime, you're not going to be that dickhead that says no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand with that grievance, but if I were a game developer and I spent a third of my life working on a game, I would not want you to protest it on my behalf. So that's just me.
Call me funny acting. But
I would want you to play this thing that I've kind of crushed my soul making.
right. Yeah.
But-
Please.
Oh yeah, you definitely like if you're making the game,
Yeah,
like you want people
please.
to play it.
My
Like
wife left
you can
me.
protest
Could I-
all you want,
Yeah.
but still buy the game.
Yeah. Let's change the system another way.
Please play it.
But this game, it does look like, from the outside looking in, it does just look like your typical open world, futuristic shooter. But the thing, it looks like it's doing the incremental improvements on all the systems that already exist.
Right.
Like the customization looks like it's going to be crazy. You can customize the size of your character's junk. So it's
Living the life.
It's like
I can finally have the dream.
Finally. Turn that thing all the way
My
up.
dream penis.
What'd you say? No, you won't take over the world.
Talking about next gen, they haven't announced anything for new fighting games, have they? There's no like
nothing. Not one. I'm literally.
we don't know
against
anything about like
Not one fighting
Tekken
game.
8, Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 12. We
Not a
don't
new
know anything,
Blaze
right?
Blue. Not a new Skullgirls. Not one fighting, which is weird. There's usually
Mortal Kombat's teasing new characters right now.
Right.
for the current gen game.
Yeah.
but
Looks
not-
like next one's either going to be Melina or Rambo.
Yeah, I saw that Rambo. Yeah, but there's usually at least a fighting game somewhere, somehow, somewhere. I haven't heard any fighting games whatsoever. So prospectively, if you're going out and grabbing your Xbox and PlayStation 4, you're not going to play a new gen fighting game that's catered to the new gen system.
I mean, Capcom Cup, are they still having it? Is it still going to be in December?
your guess as good as mine.
Because
I mean,
they've gotten through all the new characters, right, in this season.
Yeah, Dan is the
This
latest
is
one.
the last one. So there's a good chance at the end of Capcom Cup they'll announce something. I don't think they'll announce another season of Street Fighter V.
I don't think they'll announce another Street Fighter. They just put these characters out so they still want to ride Street Fighter 5 for a
Yeah.
little while.
Well, I mean, they could still.
I guess announce it and still be like a year or so.
Yeah,
off
it would be like,
coming
summer
2022.
2022 or whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
no new
Guess we'll
fighting,
see.
nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've never thought about it until you brought it up. Like, even no current gen fighting game is even doing the next gen upgrade
Yeah.
like a lot of games are doing.
if anyone would do it, I foresee Mortal Kombat doing it.
I was about to say that.
After they bring these next batch of characters out, I see them saying, well, hey, now you can get it 4K.
Because that game's already gorgeous.
Yes, and 4K, all the characters. That would be even better if they brought these next batch of characters out and
That's the move.
they
That's
said
the
if you
move
get
for
it
these
on
games.
the 5 or the Series X, you get the 4K upgrade, 60 frames per second, and all the characters.
Yeah.
And then they'll still probably bring out another character too later on.
Because they just released that. They just did that with Aftermath. Mortal Kombat 11 released Aftermath where
Right.
you could buy it and have all
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
characters.
Yeah, Street Fighter did something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll maybe each one will release their definitive edition or whatever.
yeah, collector's edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll
But-
just have everything and it'll have the upgrade.
But as of right now, the day of this
Nothing.
podcast.
Nothing.
Damn, that's it. That's such a weird omission on my part. I just never. That's crazy.
But I've never
we just
thought
gotta
about it.
we just gotta fill in the blanks for you. It's fine.
Aw, sweetie pies.
We're
Yeah.
here to talk about Nintendo and fighting games.
Yes.
What about you, JB? I know you're not the. There's not.
I mean, as far as things I'm excited for, like, yeah, I want to play Shadowlands.
Mhm.
It looks sick. And I'm just waiting to see what Nintendo's gonna do.
yeah.
Like, I'm always gonna hold out for the IPs that I want, like 2D Metroid and Mystical Ninja. But like, I don't know.
I see Nintendo soon doing the 4K version of the Switch, docked 4K, hand 1080. I mean, if the Nvidia Shield can do it, they could do it. Why not?
Yeah, and I mean, they're just gonna keep putting out like retro stuff. Like they've been like they did like their Mario collection, and they add stuff to
They'll do
the
little
Super Nintendo and the NES. And
Neat stuff like that. Yeah.
I want to see them keep doing that. Not because I'm gonna like I still have my old. I'm gonna keep playing the old ones, but then more people play them.
Yeah. Especially
that's cool.
newer, younger kids that never got a chance to play the Super Mario, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World. Like
Mhm.
they didn't play it. They weren't even,
Yeah.
their parents were young. So now they have the Switch and they can kind of get the back pedal. They play Odyssey and they can say, oh, this is where Odyssey came from.
Next year is Zelda's 35th.
Wow. This is crazy to see these 30s on these games that I remember. Like, I remember like being like, oh, I can play this game. It's 30. Okay. Hey, Brian, what are you playing? Hey.
Yeah, to get the train back on the track. I know, neither of you are really into like sports games per se, but we have to touch on it because at least 2, 3, if you count FIFA, there are going to be 2 or 3 big sports games at launch for.
If you
next year.
count FIFA, the most popular
No.
of all of them.
I said if you count FIFA because EA has been like radio silent on the next gen FIFA, so I don't know if that's still a thing.
Mhm.
But yeah. So the 2 that I know for sure are coming out at launch are NBA 2K21 and Madden 21.
JB's favorites.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. And
I
NBA
do.
Jam, Blitz.
I do enjoy both of those games, even though I haven't bought a Madden in a very long time. For the Madden fan base knows why somebody has not bought Madden in a very long time. They've been very stagnant, and the microtransactions have been insane. But earlier this week, 2K finally showed extensive gameplay of what the next gen NBA 2K21 looked, and if you weren't paying attention, it honestly looks like
Yeah,
Damn.
you're
yeah,
watching TV.
it really looks really good. It's almost scarily good. I watched evidently on Twitter, it's how it started and where we're at now.
Yeah.
And someone put Steph Curry when he first and to where he is now, and the picture that they had of him was from the game.
It was
And
from college hoops.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it looks real. It looks,
Yeah.
You have to like look at it to see like it's but at glance, like even
Literally.
the stills, if you were just glancing, like scrolling up and seeing it, you would think it looks good.
So first 2K Sports' Twitter put the video on Twitter, and that's where I seen it at first. But then I was like, I'm watching on a 6-inch phone with Twitter's compression. Like, come on. So they finally put it on YouTube. I pulled it up on like a 4K monitor, and that thing looks like brilliant.
Wow.
And the thing with 2K, even though they have gotten better with it, is the transition from animation to animation is kind of a little jank.
Mm-hmm.
Like the transition from like a crossover to the gather for a layup, you can kind of tell that somebody has pressed a different button prompt.
Mm-hmm.
But the transitions from the moves looked so smooth. Like that's what I want. Other than the game, other than the graphics, is that smooth transitions and the linking of the animations, and I can't wait.
Plus, it just, of course, it looks like they made this game for the system. Not just took the old game and
Yes.
bumped it up a little bit and was like, here you go.
Yeah, I was talking about that with a couple friends, and so this past generation, when we got rid of our 360s and PS3s and got our ones and PS4s, it seemed like they did it the other way around, where they really put a lot of work into the last gen versions of the game and then phoned in the next gen.
Right.
And I'm glad to see that at least 2K is doing it the other way around. As of today, we have not seen any footage of the next gen Madden said, and for the way Madden has been going, I would not be shocked if EA is phoning in Madden
We need a
21.
new NFL Blitz.
The only way,
We need
the only
it.
way I'd buy it if they took it back to 16-bit Genesis. Oh, here we go. Now that was about the last time I played. Ambulances comes out and run over everybody. Yeah, I've fell off Madden so long ago. I think the last time I played a semi-current gen was when I think I played a little bit of Madden, and then 2K came up with their version of football. And I remember like it was $20
Mhm.
and Madden was still $60. And I remember playing a little bit of that Madden, playing this 2K football enough to know that this 2K football is actually good and it's $20. And then EA was like, we'll just buy the rights to all of this.
The last Madden I played was 2002. It's so
And
bad.
you'll be playing like 2003. And what's the last Madden?
Yeah, what does it stop at?
I think the last one for 64 is going to stop at 2000.
Oh,
there was
okay.
like a GameCube
Okay.
one that was
Right.
2002 that I played one time.
Okay.
I was like, good God. How are people okay with this?
Yeah,
it was standard. It was that was okay at
That's
the time.
incredible.
3D sports games did not get good
Yeah.
until woof.
It was just only Midway.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that can make a good game.
It didn't get good till like 360-ish. Like,
Yeah.
Then when it started to be like,
At least like the action games, like basketball,
Right, the ones that weren't
football,
simulators.
Mhm.
Because you got baseball is a much easier one to do
Mhm.
because you're focused so much on just pitching and hitting that the rest of it can be like a little jank and it's
Mhm.
okay.
It's fine,
But
yeah.
like football and basketball, like you're moving like these 3D
Constant.
characters are moving around all the time.
Yeah.
So like if it's not nice and smooth, then it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think it's so hard to make those games.
so are
in
you
soccer.
looking forward to play 2K or just looking forward to see if it's all that those stills are looking to be?
I was waiting to see until I seen gameplay, but after I seen that, I'm literally going to pre-order. it.
Okay, all right.
And especially since this is one of the few next gen games that are more expensive than the other games, the NBA 2K21 on the next gen consoles is going to be $70.
Right.
Whew.
Yeah. Or if you paid, I want to say $100, you can
Yeah.
get both the current and next gen
If you got
and the Kobe Bryant.
yeah, about to say the Kobe, you wasn't there, Kobe.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so Cyberpunk for you, Kobe. No,
Kobe.
Yeah. Kobe.
I'm not going to get the Kobe one,
Yeah.
but
But 2K.
yeah,
What else?
I got a couple. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh,
Yeah. Again, I want to play, but I don't have to go get Ratchet and Clank games. It's always been okay for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love
want it.
Ratchet and Clank.
You want it?
I love shooting stuff. and I love and I love platformers, and this thing does both of those extremely well.
Shooting and platforming. Okay.
There's like both of my genres just smashed into one. If he could play basketball, that would be like my trifecta.
Ratchet coming
Probably basketball mini game in there somewhere.
Put a triple double.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, this one looks really good.
It
This one,
does.
even so, the Ratchet and Clank. I don't want to call it a remake, but it was kind of like a retelling of Ratchet and Clank 1.
Okay.
But this past Ratchet and Clank on the PS4 already looked really good. But this one looks damn near like Pixar-esque,
Okay.
especially with the ray tracing now. Like the ray tracing. This one was the first time where I've seen ray tracing.
What is ray tracing?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Terraflops.
Yeah.
Terraflop.
Flappy terrorists.
For in layman's terms. So the way lighting has been done in games up until this point is programmers have been kind of cheating, and they've been altering textures to make it look light. Reflections are happening and lights are happening. Whereas now with next gen, you can do ray tracing, which PC people, all right, we get it. Yeah, we get it. But in consoles now, with the next gen, they are now more powerful enough to do what's called ray tracing, where you can literally simulate how light comes from a light source. So things will actually be lit correctly. Reflections will be real time, and it's going to make games look way better.
Yes. So trace that ray. Ray that trace.
But yeah, this is one of the
We've been doing it for years.
This is one of the first PS5 games I've seen that actually took advantage of ray tracing, and it looks really good for it.
Sweet.
Can't wait.
What else? I know you got a couple more. Put them things out.
I will. And put on a sometimes you got to put it on
Yeah, you see it. Respect it.
It's an indie game called Little Devil Inside.
Little devil
That-
inside. We all have one.
I want to say I saw something.
I was about to say, if you've seen it, you would recognize it. The art
Maybe
styles.
I'm probably thinking of like a movie or something. Instead.
It's a very recognizable art style that I like a lot. And from the gameplay that I've seen, it looks like it plays like Breath of the Wild. And as I say almost every episode, if it's a Breath of the Wild clone, I probably want
Sold.
it. As long as it's a good clone.
Yeah, not a bad
Unlike
shit clone.
Jensen Impact, or how you pronounce it.
yeah. I don't know how you pronounce it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I never actually have to say it out loud though. I don't know.
They're like,
like
oh, that
Candyman.
Chinese game. But yeah, Little Devil Inside looks really cool. It looks like you're playing as a young guy who's exploring.
Himself.
I would guess. I'm sure there's going to be a story where you find out who you are inside.
And outside. I'm really a woman.
But yeah, you're a young guy and you look like you are the protege of an older explorer. So you're trying to like live through his shoes and you're fighting monsters, and it looks like Zelda and I want to play it.
Sweet.
It was enough for me. Next gen Zelda.
What console?
I want to say it's a PS5 exclusive.
Okay.
But yeah, and it doesn't have a date yet, but whenever it comes out, I want
You
it.
in it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Little Devil Inside, The Medium is another one that I want to play. It's made by Bloober Team. They are most known for, they recently made the Blair Witch game and Observation. Observation is probably the bigger one. Observation was like a first person horror walking simulator type thing.
Oh yeah, horror games are. I just don't even.
Well, The Medium is a horror game. It's you play as a medium, a psychic lady, and you're solving some sort of murder. But the way this game takes advantage of the next gen hardware is she can have representations of herself in the real world and like the spirit world, and you can transfer back and forth like
Mhm.
in a second.
I've
So
seen that.
they're literally rendering both worlds at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, really
Snazzy.
cool. The music is composed by the guy who made the music for the Silent Hill franchise, which
Alright.
Not Young Metro.
another banger.
Not if Young,
DJ Khaled.
If Young Metro don't. What? What is happening? I just want to play with you.
But yeah, I'm super excited for it. I love horror games. This is the only one at launch, I think, other than the Observation remaster.
When does did they give a release date for Resident Evil?
8? No,
Yeah. No.
no. Probably next year.
Probably so.
But yeah, I want that bad boy too. Let's talk about that. Resident Evil Village.
Yeah. I actually want to play. I partook in 7, not as much as I wanted to. I like it. I liked it. 8 looks equally as good. I actually want to play it. Wasn't a release, but I want to play it. I'm assuming it's going to be VR so I can piss myself.
I don't know. Sony has been super silent about VR.
It's got to be weird taking a third person game and putting it in VR, because like you're always used to being able to see like over their shoulder and behind them and stuff, and now you can't.
The newer Resident.
Yeah, 7 is first person.
Yeah, 7 first person. Yeah,
and this one I think is going to be like 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, 7 you can play it through all of RE7 either flat or in VR.
Did the VR do good enough on the PlayStation 4 to validate it for something to happen for it to migrate to the 5?
So they finally confirmed that all PS5s are going to come with some USB dongle, so you can attach the PSVR camera. So you can use the last gen PSVR with the PS5.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're going to commit as far as to
make a whole VR specifically for the PlayStation 5.
I don't know. As
of
now,
if they can find a way to upgrade it,
yeah,
then of course they'll sell it.
I think they will, because stuff like that. I don't know the sales numbers for the PSVR, but I know the Oculus is doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So the money's there for VR
when it's done correctly.
When it's done correctly, and I mean, Sony has a lot of first-party VR games that are good, objectively.
What was that one? The red one?
Oh, the Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy.
Yes.
Virtual Boy, yeah.
I'm
That
pretty
was
sure I did some damage.
Nintendo.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
And that was Nintendo's.
Wii U.
Everybody gets 2. Everybody gets 1 every decade.
I think the console was okay.
Yeah.
Just no one knew what to do with it.
Yeah. It was a little cumbersome, and yeah, they just didn't.
It just didn't make sense.
The Wii U had some bangers that after they put Super Mario 3D World on the Switch, it would be useless. That was like the last one that I was waiting for.
Yeah. It just didn't make. No one knew what the hell was going on.
Nah.
Everyone knew like, oh, Super Nintendo or Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. Wii U. What does you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is it like I literally didn't know a new console was coming out.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think that was the confusion. A lot
Yeah.
of people just didn't know what it was. Like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Everybody just thought it was a controller for the Wii.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whoops.
So sorry.
Train back on the tracks.
You can actually put tracks here.
Yeah, I will. Another.
Over there. Not there.
Ooh.
You do it all.
No, I'm also like peeking and checking.
Yeah. Don't look.
Our preview monitor is over there for like the people who think I am crazy.
There's a devil inside over there.
So,
What you got?
Ratchet and Clank, Demon Souls remaster.
I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
That's another one you PC boys can.
So
Boy.
We don't need Mike playing Demon Souls.
yeah, at all. I can barely tie my shoe. Which is what I was about to say. I played the original, but that game. There are some games that I enjoy people watching.
Yeah.
That would be a game that I would enjoy someone else who knows what to do play it. I would get more joy out of playing it instead of ripping my 65-inch off the wall. And
You don't enjoy dying several thousand times.
on the credits though. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on playing it, but I do want to see it. I didn't notice how good it looked until someone showed the side by side of the the old and new. I was like, oh, it does look good. PC's been doing this. So.
Kind of scared that everything starts getting better. I'm gonna have to like upgrade a monitor or something.
Yeah,
like,
PC's
no,
been-
don't make me
someone
do
give
it.
me a-
Get that $2,000 RTX.
Right, yeah,
No.
But yeah, that's the game. So you want to
I do. So my first Soulsborne game was Bloodborne.
Okay.
And I enjoyed Bloodborne so much that I went back and I played Dark Souls, and I eventually played Sekiro when it came out.
Okay.
So this will be my first time playing Demon's Souls. So
Welcome to the fold.
I know, I can't wait, man.
Yeah, the first time I played it, I didn't know that the game was supposed to be that hard, and I was extremely frustrated until someone was like, "It's supposed to be very difficult." I was like, "Well, tell it to my mom and just bust over the head with the system." So
And I enjoy games like that because they force the people who play the game to build a community, because they don't. So you pick up these power-ups and items, and there's like literally no explanation for what they do, or there's no explanation of where a boss's weak point is. So you have to like get on these like forums.
Yeah, you have to figure it out.
Literally.
Yeah, it's great.
You gotta think.
It's great. It's like
There's no
it was like
glowing.
teaching kids. Like, you know what we did when we didn't know the answer to a homework problem? We talked to each other and we figured it out.
What's wrong with you?
Literally.
Why would we do that?
So funny you think you bringing that up. So I finally beat Square Enix's Marvel's Avenger. That's what it's called, right?
At the end, you played it.
Probably more than one Avengers. Probably Avengers.
Avengers.
Avenger.
But I finally
Sweet.
made it to the end game boss, which is MODOK. And MODOK has different transformations, obviously, like every end game boss. So you get to a part, you're playing as Thor, and he's like, MODOK is covered in like an energy field shield. And I had no idea what to do. And the game literally just flashed the message up like after like 5 minutes later, like, you have to do this particular move. I was like, that's a dumb thing to
Come
do.
on, man.
Like, now I really feel like an idiot.
Said you died 50 times. It was just like,
All right, man, here you go.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't die. I just didn't know what to do. I just was just standing there like, I'm looking at MODOK. MODOK's looking at me. Could you just die already?
It's like so I played the original Zelda for the first time in January when on my flight to Japan, to and from. No internet, right?
Yeah.
So I have to ask like a flight attendant for pen and paper. I had to draw a map. I don't know where the hell anything was, because that's what you did.
Yeah,
you got your graph paper
and you figured it out.
Figured it out.
Figured it out. Trying to figure out where all the levels are and so on and so forth. Cause
And it takes a little longer than typing it in Google, but
it's also a little more rewarding when you get to do some stuff. Like, man, I figured this
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
As a kid, I literally had a hand-drawn level map of the overworld of Zelda 1.
I think I had a Nintendo Power, and when you opened it up, it
Had
had
the map.
it had the map in it. So that was a little cheating.
Baller.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours in I was until I realized that the very first like temple I went into, I didn't get like the special item out of it. I didn't get arrows. I like had to go back to each one. I'm like, what did I miss? Dude, so many hours. It's a long fight though, so it's fun.
And you learn how to play Zelda.
I learned how to play Zelda.
Did you play any other Zeldas before?
I had never played a Zelda game, so
Okay.
I started with the first one
That's a good way
because
to
I
start.
knew my Ocarina of Time run was coming up, so I
Okay.
wanted to like play. So I played 1 and I played 2.
You can skip 2. 2 isn't bad.
It's just different.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I'm
just
about to say.
Castlevania with Zelda characters.
Yeah, 2 is fine.
It's not bad, but
It gets a bad
It's
rap.
different.
yeah, and you can skip. You can skip it.
I-
Hey, what else playing? Hey, what else
Yeah,
playing?
Back on the tracks.
Right, because someone tried to skip
Yeah,
past
right
that.
here.
Someone's like,
The tracks are
bad.
bad.
Because
You're bad.
I'm glad you stopped because I literally was about to go on to a rant of the 2 Zelda universes, and that's for another podcast.
Nah, we don't need that.
We don't need all that. So, Demon Souls, I'm looking forward to a lot of the up-converted Xbox games.
Okay.
The promise of better performance and better graphics may get me to finish Gears 5. Gears 5 is better than Gears 4. I know that's a low bar.
I watched people play the first one. That was
The first one was good.
that was-
first
I had some
3 were
roommates
pretty.
in college at it.
First 3 were pretty fair. After
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
same thing with Halo. First 3.
Yeah. Yeah, Gears 1 through 3 was really good. The story was good. And then they did this one called Retribution that was starring one of the side characters, Bard.
Baird, yeah.
Baird.
Yeah.
And that sucked. And Gears
Damn.
4 was worse.
Damn.
And then they finally kind of got the ball rolling with 5. It just kind of,
I think people were just kind of through with it, so
Yeah.
they weren't as enthralled to play it. They just been beat so bad. Yeah, I gotta play 5.
That's right. John's not here, so we can talk more Xbox.
Yeah, we can.
exactly.
What
Without-
about where's Fable 4?
Without gagging noises.
Yeah, best RPG ever, right, Peter?
I love Fable.
I like Fable. I like Fable 1 and 2.
When they upgraded 1 to Lost Chapters,
Mhm.
that's like
Lost Chapters.
so good.
Microsoft is like, when the original Xbox and even the 360, Microsoft used to be known for making good RPGs, or the Xbox was known for having good
Yeah,
RPGs.
it's some good, dude. Fable,
Jade?
Jade Empire,
Lost Odyssey.
and like there are good
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. Blue Dragon. They're all I know it. Cult classic. I like Blue Dragon.
I really like Blue Dragon. It was so difficult, but I like Blue Dragon.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened with Blue Dragon?
What happened with them? They just
That's a long story, I
I've
guess.
never
Yeah, I
seen
guess so.
Jackie Brown. I'm going off a small tangent. We get back. Jackie Brown, when Samuel Jackson shot Robert De Niro, he was like, "You used to be good. You used to be so beautiful." Something like that. Like, you used to be great. Is this what has come to Microsoft? But I have faith in Microsoft. I think they're going to have a big bounce back with the Series
Well,
X.
it looks like they're taking the concentration, even though I'm not saying they're getting away from the shooter aspect, but it looks like they're putting some more concentration, especially when they got Obsidian and now Bethesda.
Mm-hmm.
They really look like they're going to be the home of Western RPGs.
West Side.
So yeah, the new Fable, which we don't know a lot of, Avowed, which is the new Obsidian RPG, which looks like Elder Scrolls Light, which I'm not mad at.
Yeah. If done correctly, don't just
Yeah.
That's some crappy Elder Scrolls copy.
Yeah.
So
If it's Elder Scrolls minus all the jank, I'm totally down.
if some of those janks aren't too bad, there's a couple cheats on Elder Scroll I actually like. So don't take out all of them.
The next Elder Scrolls might be an Xbox.
It might be an Xbox loose, and that may not necessarily be a bad thing.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily be. I mean, like I said, at some point in time, I'll have them all. I'll be like Thanos. I'll have them all. And
So, I guess we can't talk about RPG without talking about the big boy.
Final Fantasy, of course, I'm ready
Yes.
for that, but no release date on it. So
Yeah.
did it get release date?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I played all the Final Fantasies. I did the MMOs. I actually am cheating. I usually alternate between 14. Wow. That's always been my thing. 14. Wow. I haven't done 14. I've been wowing it up thanks to my awesome guild.
You get all your keys.
I did, man. There's
Whatever.
there's a achievement if you do every dungeon on like the highest like key, and of course I can't because my character sucks. So my guild has been carrying me through it. It's like a badge of honor. Like you've done the hardest thing, and I just every day I log in, I'll just click and look at all the 15s in aura. And I was like,
All with said.
yeah.
It's like one of the like main guild leaders. He plays a tank, and he just loves carrying people through things. That's like he'll rip you
I'm
apart
about to say
for making mistakes and everything.
He will openly
It's
say,
so funny.
"I'll carry you through," and just cuss you to what the fuck are you doing? I was like, "We're not supposed to shoot." No, they'll be like, "Use haste." Fuck my thing.
If I'm ever like in Discord and he's like running you through something, every once in a while I just hear, "Mike, what are you doing?"
But as of late, like the last couple times, he was running like a couple people through, and he's been cussing them out. And I was like, "Oh shit, it's not me. Let's get cussed out."
So, is there something where I can maybe get the first month of WoW for free?
You can play up to level 20 for free. It's an acquired taste. If you don't like MMOs, I tell people you don't like MMOs, you don't like
And
MMOs.
playing up to level 20 right now in retail, that's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, because they're doing this.
If you can get a trial for WoW Classic,
Yeah.
I think that'll like play WoW Classic,
Mhm.
and then if you're like, all right, I kind of like this style, then you can jump into retail, because retail, it's the same thing, it's just faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you just acquire everything way faster.
Mhm.
Big quick.
So you don't like do as much like exploring the world and all of that.
You couldn't prospectively level from level 1 to the top level and never leave the main. Like if you were Alliance and you started in Stormwind, you could go from level 1 to level 120 and never leave Stormwind.
So I've dabbled in MMOs, but I think I've dabbled in the ones that are objectively shitty. Like I played DC Universe for like
Yeah,
week.
there's some bad ones.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I mean, good ones out there right now, like
and DC
WoW,
is-
Final Fantasy, and Star Wars one probably.
And Star
I
Wars
haven't played the
kinda-
Star Wars one either.
Yeah. Final Fantasy is a good, solid one as well, and you can play that on console.
I think I might get into Phantasy Star 2
Yeah,
when it
that's
gets ported to the Series X because I think it's going to be included in Game Pass.
Oh, man, we're right here. Just play WoW.
But I want it for free.
You can do free stuff, but there's a little bit of grinding. Like the higher end guys, you can buy WoW tokens. You can actually buy them, and you can redeem them to buy months.
Yeah, so basically, like there are the people that will pay Blizzard more money to get like in-game gold, and then there's people who will use in-game gold to buy services from actual players, and then those players turn that gold into tokens, which they convert to money.
So for an example,
so it's the circle of life.
A player like myself who doesn't have like if I didn't have a guild or I wasn't skilled enough to get with people to run the high end stuff, I would have to get with like JB and be like, hey, I will pay you end game money to help me do these things, and I will send him 100,000 end game gold,
and then I just take that and I turn it into Blizzard current like actual money, and it pays for my subscription.
Yeah, so that's what people do. So
it's like, I haven't paid for a subscription in years.
Yeah,
I just get other people to pay me.
It's a whole like these games have a little economy in the game and almost outside of the game, and once you kind of get into it, you'll know. And I think they, like I said, I have
Blizzard came down hard on this one selling group.
Oh, because they were doing it so bad.
They were making so much money.
Damn.
It was pretty serious.
I think Final Fantasy almost kind of did the same thing for a little bit, but it's not. Bronze lost.
I miss J Infinity.
Bronze lost.
Teraflops.
But can we get back to talk about Teraflops?
Can we put WoW on the Switch and then he'll play? Is there any other games that you want to play?
We're supposed to be talking about teraflops and Resident Evil. I'm curious about getting back into Devil May Cry 5. Now that Virgil.
Nero. I want to play a new Soul Reaver.
Smash.
Yeah, that's what they should. They should put Devil. Oh, they
I'm
put
sure
Bayonetta in there.
Dante. I'm sure Dante is going to eventually be there.
Yeah,
I think that's
one that a lot of people want.
Yeah, even though his playstyle would probably be a lot like Bayonetta.
Yeah, he would be doing all the crazy.
The gun.
Yeah. I mean,
flipping.
Bayonetta is just almost a female version of.
Her games are a Devil May Cry knockoff.
What was I about to say?
You were saying Soul Reaver you would like, even though.
Yeah, why don't they do that?
Because I don't know. It was owned by Eidos, so
Square has it.
Yeah, Square has it.
You're making
They're too busy making Final Fantasy, like 8 Final Fantasies.
Yeah, just make the.
I thought it was Final.
Yeah. That was literally the name of it. The guy that I forget the gentleman's name that made it. He was like, "Well, this is it. This is my final game. If this doesn't work, so this is my Final Fantasy." And 16 games later and 1,000 spinoffs.
Well, I'm about to say it's not even the 16th game.
Yeah,
13 had 3 games,
which all of them could have kept.
You're not a Lightning fan.
The game was okay. Like 13 was fair, but those spinoffs.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Act 10-2. Oh my god.
I'll play one of them someday.
Yeah.
I lost them.
Yeah, I just tuned out for a second. What else? All right, let's move on. Jesus Christ.
All right, so we talked about RPGs. We talked about sports. We talked about platformers. We talked about shooters.
Any strategy or sim games coming out for the next gen?
Gears Tactics.
But is that out now and they're just doing an upgrade?
It's out on PC. Oh. It will come out on console the day that the Series X comes out.
You do you do any tactical games?
I played Brood Wars.
Okay.
So yeah, Gears Tactic is literally, people who've played it have called it literally XCOM with Gears skin.
But you ever done XCOM?
No.
Damn.
No,
well, yeah.
Seriously, I played Command and Conquer and Brood Wars.
Okay.
Like that was it.
I played XCOM 2 when it was added to the PlayStation Plus, and I loved it.
I played a squig of it. I think I tried to do StarCraft, but I just didn't hold my palate.
Yeah, I love StarCraft.
I wanted to try the Warcraft 3 remake, but I heard it was so horrible.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's
people
rough.
were like, no. I said, okay, well, there's my RTS time.
Just gotta get you. Go play like the original Warcraft.
Evidently, yeah. That's what
Just do it.
me. Yeah. Trying to think what else I like. I like Diablo 4. has been announced. I don't think they gave I like Diablo games. So.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, they announced something, right?
Yeah, they showed gameplay
Yeah.
a while back.
A little bit. I like Diablo 3 so much. I had it on 4, X, 3, 360, and PC. And maxed out every character on every one. But in my defense, people were hacking stuff on most of them, so it was very easy to run through it.
Mhm.
So I was just, one shot and stuff.
I've been meaning to pick it up on the Switch.
That's the only one I didn't do it on.
Yeah.
Is the Switch. Yeah, they were like hacking stuff. I had some sword that did like 3 billion. It's just, and when the swinging was so fast, it would be like, I'm just one shot.
Just need that
bosses.
clip right
Yeah.
there. Just you doing that.
So put your prediction hat on, and I want you to make a call. Do you think Blizzard is going to release the next Diablo day and date on PC and console?
No, always PC first. Always they use those for guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Always. We get cussed out by them, and then we'll figure it out with you guys.
But why the Diablo franchise? Like Overwatch was on everything's day one, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Was
I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because
Overwatch
it's
is-
just been a PC based game for so long that I think they'll just do it on that. I think Diablo 1, of course, on PC. Then I think it went to PlayStation 1, I think.
They might announce it all
Mhm.
at once, but it'll
be a staggered
it'll,
launch.
It'll
Mhm.
still stagger, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's just precedent. Like,
Yeah,
it's just what they've done.
Mhm.
So I don't.
I'm intrigued, especially now that finally, and we say that now that console is finally caught up to PC, but then like next year PC is going to be like freaking.
But I think an important thing though is that it is going to be basically just as easy
Mhm.
to update games on
Yes.
consoles as it has been on PC. So I think that might change the landscape a little bit.
Yeah, because I want to say that was one of the barriers. Like you had to make code, you had to program a game for PC, and then you had to figure out how to port it to a console. And now,
Yeah, I think that transition,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
is simpler
I'm about to say,
now.
again,
I'm
we're
assuming
not.
it's a
None
little-
of us
Yeah,
are.
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's just a little more easier, but I'm assuming it's easier just to maybe do it on one platform, work out all the bugs and everything, and then when we do it on everything else, it should be seamless because we worked it all out over here.
But just a game like Diablo, I would think would just be gangbusters on the Xbox and the PlayStation, or even the Switch.
If anything, it may even come out on PC and Xbox first, because I mean, PC and Xbox are,
Yeah.
they're together, and then it'll come out on 5, and maybe if the Switch did
Yeah, 2 years later it'll come out on Switch.
but I'm assuming the Switch would do some sort of upgrade soon to do something comparable, because these next gen games are going to look so nice. To get it on the Switch is almost going to be like
Nintendo doesn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
they really don't. Like, we got Mario.
Their
Party,
highest
mother-
selling game, the highest selling game of the year was Animal Crossing.
Yeah. That's like the like super high end visual like graphics have just never like
Yeah, have never been Nintendo's thing, and I
they
get that.
they like kind of like thinking outside the box and doing new things, but they don't need to do the same thing that everybody else is doing.
Right.
Like they don't need to do that. I feel like that's always just how they've operated.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, we can make our stuff look really nice.
But
We just don't
why?
have to make it look like their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time they chased the graphic dragon was probably the 64.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
because
Yeah.
the GameCube was less powerful than the PS2, and so on and so
yeah.
forth.
yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I think GameCube came out before the PS2.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're
I
right.
think that was part of the
Mhm.
issue.
So
But-
they would.
But yeah,
everybody's trying
they're
to
gonna
take-
do
okay.
their thing. They'll
Yeah.
come out with a 4K Switch.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah, but I foresee them at least doing PC, maybe PC and Xbox, because they kind of coincide with each other.
That would
But
be such a big deal, though, if they chose to give Xbox some sort of exclusivity.
I mean, but that would be another nudge for Xbox. I mean, I
Oof.
sent you guys that thing, that clip that said Xbox Series X was the most wanted, piece of tech.
Mm-hmm.
And Of course, Brian. I'm not Brian.
John.
John was like, "Well, how the did they come up with that?
What is the metrics on that bullshit?
Where did they get this information from?"
That's why I love seeing all the polls. You know? It's like, this person, this person or this whatever is
Did this
winning by this
poll-
much. I'm like, they didn't ask me.
It's probably like Google results
or something like
search
that.
results.
Yeah, you just pull search results.
I mean, we could just only hope to see.
But that's not fair because there's multiple versions of the Xbox, so Xbox is going to get searched for.
It's just a bunch of confused grandmothers.
Thus-
What is the Xbox?
Thus, the 700% hike in the Xbox X
Terrifies.
Teraflops.
game collapse. At least it does real true 4K. Maybe you're gonna be playing older games, but at least you have 4K.
I don't get the whole bashing consoles being backwards compatible. I wish this was the way to go from here. Like, I wish I didn't have to give up my old consoles and not play those games ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I mean, I totally get how you feel because
Yeah.
I'm still playing
exactly.
the old console.
There is literally no way to play a 64 game other than having a 64.
Of
yeah,
course,
like
yeah.
they're putting stuff on the Switch.
Yeah.
And you can play emulators.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a thing for
but-
old consoles. But I mean, now with older consoles like an Xbox 360, you're not emulating a 360 on
Exactly.
your computer. Like
Yeah.
you kind of need to have it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're definitely running into an issue where things need to be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
I-
it would be cool to have your PlayStation 5 and play everything from PlayStation 5 on back.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think instead of the backwards compatibility, you're going to start seeing like what Nintendo's doing, where they just add old games to their shop.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're clearly seeing success doing that.
Absolutely, or
Yeah.
they wouldn't keep doing it. And
So I would not be surprised if you see Xbox and PlayStation start doing more of that, because it's
which they have, but they've been very frivolous in what they have.
especially if you can get some kind of like discount for like already having the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh well, if you already have it and you put in this whatever your serial number or some other crap, it'll be $10. That like that's
fair.
that's a lot of money that they're gonna get out of that.
Yeah.
And you'll do it.
yeah, that's fair. Okay.
You will pay $10 to play your old games
gonna
on
come-
your new
We're
console.
gonna come kidnap him for thinking. Get him, he knows.
It's all about making money. Turn this into one big dollar sign.
It's already green.
It's already green.
I think we did the thing.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
I do. I feel good.
Yeah.
Shortest runtime yet.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at it. I already know it is.
This will be G2G, good to go?
We got an outro, man.
I mean, yeah, but I'm a little.
You
Yeah,
was
I'm-
about to
I'm-
like,
yeah.
you already got your coat on.
Right. Take my pants off. I'm a
Cut, print.
It's all right. Send my check. As always,
Always.
thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, JB, for standing in.
I'll
and-
never be here again.
Yeah, he will be. He
No.
will be. Don't forget that awesome face. If you can't give him your info so they can watch you stream those phenomenal
Oh, yeah.
64 games.
Twitch, just n64.tv.
Man,
Easy.
Dark Horses, where he goes bizarre.
Yeah, it's too complicated to say like that's a dark horse on everything. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch.
Yeah.
It is the same.
Yeah,
But yeah, n64.tv.
check him out.
Can't forget that.
Of course, I'm on PlayStation, Xbox, all the other stuff. King Godomus.
Charm City Champ on literally everything,
Yep.
gaming and otherwise.
Yeah.
Next Friday, we are celebrating the launch of Jackbox Party Pack 7 by doing a live stream, and you guys can jump in.
You guys can jump in and be some jacking boxes with us. You want to join in, JB?
You don't need you
Friday,
do not
Saturday,
need a
Sunday this month at work.
Okay.
You don't need a copy of Jackbox Party Pack 7. All you need is a mobile device and something else to watch the live stream on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to play 7 before you maybe go out and buy 7, it's on us.
Yeah. The most you'll have to do is have a Twitch account.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you should already have.
Yeah. So sub us on Twitch, twitch.tv/MEP GameTech, or YouTube /MEP Technologies, or follow us on Facebook. We'll be on all three of those
Yep.
Friday at 7.
Yep. Twitter, MEP Game Tech.
Yeah.
MEP
Do that
Game
stuff
Tech.
too.
Yeah, do it. Follow us. Give us some feedback. Hit us up. Play some games. Teraflops.
Teraflops.
There you go. There we go, man. Catch you guys later. Peace. Y'all be good.
Boy.
Yeah.